Consistency is the single biggest profit engine being ignored. This audio shows 10 business habits, simple, repeatable actions that multiply sales not with hacks, but with steady, relentless practice. If revenue stalls, it's rarely the market, it's the routine. Learn what to standardize, how to repeat it, and how to make discipline automatic. Start today, repeat tomorrow, measure forever. No excuses. Multiply your sales through consistency now. This is practical. This is brutal. Act now. Chapter 1. Standardize the sale. Listen, sales that scale are not born from rare talent. They are manufactured. They are engineered. You have a choice. You can rely on charm and improvisation, or you can build a machine. That's the key. The thesis is simple. The repeatable sales process beats talent when growth needs to scale. Talent wins occasional deals. Process wins every quarter. You don't need their permission to standardize. You don't need their permission to demand discipline from yourself and your team. Here is the cold fact. Most small businesses sell one way, differently, every time. Calls wander, proposals change. Pricing is emotional. That chaos hides as personality. It is not personality. It's inconsistency. It's the enemy of compound revenue. Real example. A small digital agency closed deals by improvising proposals for years. Sometimes they won. Often they did not. They created a simple rule. Replace ad hoc proposals with a 5-step sales script. The 5 steps were fixed. Discovery, value framing, social proof, price anchor, close. They trained everyone. They timed calls. They tracked touch points. The result? Conversion rates climbed steadily over 90 days. Not a fluke, not magic, a system. Standardize, repeat, scale. What does standardizing the sale actually mean? It means 3 things. First, document the pathway. Write the exact steps a rep takes from first outreach to signed contract. Make it tiny, make it specific. Step 1, step 2, step 3. No guessing, no drifting. You have a choice. Keep improvising or follow the map. Second, script the high leverage moments. No one needs poetry. They need words that work. Create exact phrasing for the opening, the value statement, the price anchor, and objection handle. Precision creates consistency. Consistency creates confidence. Third, measure the small inputs. Revenue is the outcome. Inputs are the cause. Track calls made, demos booked, proposals sent, follow-ups completed. Weekly, not emotionally, not vaguely, measurably. That's the key. Now the actions. Build the 5-step blueprint on 1 page. Write 3 scripts that never change. Create a 7-day follow-up cadence. Assign ownership to each metric. Run a 90-day execution sprint. Train like revenue depends on it, because it does. Show the script. Repeat it out loud. Role play until boredom sets in. Boredom means mastery. Here's the truth most avoid. Standardization feels restrictive at first. Good. Restrictions create results. Freedom comes after mastery. It's not about creativity, it's about discipline. Say it again. Standardize, repeat, scale. Track ratios. Contacts to demos. Demos to proposals. Proposals to closes. Weak links reveal themselves. Fix the weakest link first. That's how systems grow stronger. If working alone, this still applies. Write it, follow it, measure it. You don't need permission. You have a choice. Final truth. A practiced process beats an improvised pitch every time. Predictable systems create predictable sales. Predictable sales create scale. Standardize, repeat, scale. You've locked the foundation. Now we attack the habit that decides who wins the deal. Chapter 2. Do the daily follow-up. Deals die in silence, not from price, not from profit, from quiet, from the pause after a proposal, from the sign that never arrives. exhausting. Hope is a drain. It's not about being annoying, it's about being consistent. It's not about being pushy, it's about being persistent. It's not about charm, it's about discipline. Set this phrase in stone now. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Start with the reality. People forget, people get busy, people lose the thread. Decisions slide to later. Later is a graveyard. Your cadence is a rescue mission. Your cadence is your job. If you want predictable closes, you must make predictable touches. Real example. A freelancer built a 7-touch email and SMS cadence. The sequence touched prospects on day 0, day 2, day 5, day 10, day 14, day 21, and day 30. Messages varied by channel and value. No pressure, no begging, clear value each time. The extra touches converted interest into decisions. The result? 40% more closed clients within 2 months. Not luck, not charm. Habit. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Repeat that phrase. Say it aloud. Let it become an order. Now the blueprint. This is not theory. This is what to build and how to run it. Create a 7-touch cadence, multi-channel, short value messages, 2 voice attempts, 1 SMS, 4 emails spaced, 1 value send, 1 final last chance message. Example cadence. Day 0, intro email plus value rate. Day 2, short SMS, saw you missed my email, 2 minutes to talk. Day 5, voice message plus follow-up email with quick case study. Day 10, value email, download, tip, ROI snapshot. Day 14, SMS. Would you like the 2-option proposal I mentioned? Day 21, demo reminder or social proof share. Day 30, final email, closing file, 1 last chance. Script everything. Write exact words for each touch. Keep it under 30 to 50 words. Short messages win attention. Example SMS. Quick note. We saw X for companies like yours. 10 minutes to explore? Example voice script. Hi, this is Name. Left you a quick note about reducing X by Y%. Call me at number. Personalize at scale. Use 1 personal line. 1. The rest is standardized. The balance is intentional. Personal line shows you know them. Standardization keeps you consistent. It's not about improvisation. It's about a repeatable frame with a single personal touch. Use deadlines and options. Offer 2 options, a small and a full package. Give a soft deadline for the offer, not threats, clarity. People respond to clear paths. You have a choice, vague proposals or clear next steps. Automate where possible. Use your CRM to schedule the touches. Automate emails, but insert manual touches for voice and personal lines. Automation keeps consistency. Human touches preserve relationship. Measure the right numbers. Track touches completed. Track response rate per touch. Track touch to meeting conversion. Track meeting to close conversion. Weekly, not monthly, weekly. Assign ownership. 1 person owns follow-up completion. 1 person owns response logging. Accountability eliminates excuses. Drills to build the muscle. The 5-minute follow-up drill. After every call, do 3 things in 5 minutes. Log notes, schedule the next touch, and send a follow-up message. No exceptions. The voicemail practice. Record a 20-second voicemail that states value fast. Practice until it fits in 20 seconds. Short voicemails get returned. The 2-option close role play. Practice offering 2 choices. Offer the smaller first, then the full. Repeat until natural. Common objections and how to reply. We'll get back to you. Reply. Understood. Which of these 2 options works best? Smaller test or full package? I can schedule either this week. Short, clear, forced choice. We don't have budget. Reply. Budget is common. Which timeline works? We can pause until Q3 or start with the trial option now. Keep options visible. Send it again. Reply. Sending now. Which day this week is best if a quick call makes sense? Convert a passive ask into a scheduled touch. Language matters. Use decisive verbs. Avoid hedging. Replace I hope with I will. Replace if you're free with which of these 2 days works. Your words define outcomes. Track micro-conversions. You will learn where silence begins. If prospects reply at touch 3, add earlier value. If they only reply to SMS, shift cadence toward text. Data tells you what to repeat. That's the key. You have a choice about frequency. Some fear follow-up because they think it's annoying. That fear is a mask. Ask yourself, which is worse, being politely persistent or losing months of revenue to silence? You have a choice. You don't need their permission to follow up. You don't need their permission to protect your pipeline. You don't need their permission to ask for a decision. Repeat it. You don't need their permission. Consistency compounds. A daily habit of 1 extra touch per prospect multiplies closes. The math is brutal. The discipline is simple. It's not about charm. It's about cadence. It's not about cleverness. It's about commitment. It's not about being liked. It's about being effective. Final actions. Implement today. Build the 7-touch cadence in your CRM. Schedule the first 30 prospects. Write the exact text for each touch. Keep it short. Assign ownership for completion and measurement. Run a 60-day test. Measure weekly. Improve 1 element each week. Concluding thought. Silence kills deals. Repetition rescues them. Follow-up is the simplest compound interest in sales. You have a choice. Choose to chase the answer. You converted interest into action. You made follow-up a machine. Now, let's talk about what makes people actually say yes when they face the price.
Chapter 3. Price like you mean it. Price is not just a number. Price is a signal. It tells the market who you are. It tells your team how to behave. It tells customers how serious the result will be. You have a choice. Price with fear or price with intention. That's the key. Low prices hide broken processes. Say it again. Low prices hide broken processes. When something is cheap, no one questions the experience. No one expects excellence. No one demands clarity. Cheap covers confusion. High integrity pricing exposes it. That exposure is uncomfortable. Good. Discomfort forces improvement. It's not about greed, it's about structure. It's not about squeezing customers, it's about building a machine that delivers results consistently. It's not about ego, it's about discipline. You don't need their permission to charge what the outcome is worth. You don't need their permission to run price tests. You don't need their permission to stop apologizing for your value. You have a choice. Here's the truth most avoid. If you're underpriced, you are subsidizing inefficiency. You are paying for weak onboarding. You are paying for unclear positioning. You are paying for poor conversion. Low prices don't make you competitive, they make you sloppy. Set this phrase in your mind now. Price first, deliver better, repeat. Real example. A SaaS company raised its entry price by 20%. At the same time, they rebuilt onboarding into a clear SOP, step-by-step setup, guided success milestones, proactive support check-ins. The result? Churn fell, lifetime value rose, revenue stabilized. Not because customers loved paying more, because the company was forced to deliver better. Price first, deliver better, repeat. Repeat it again. Price is pressure. Pressure sharpens systems. Pressure demands clarity. Without pressure, teams drift. With pressure, teams focus. That's the key. Let's break this down into behavior. First, price reveals positioning. If prospects ask, "What exactly do I get?" too often, the problem is not the price, it's the offer. Raising the price forces you to clarify the promise. It forces you to name the outcome.
It forces you to cut fluff. You have a choice: hide behind low numbers or sharpen the message. Second, price filters buyers. Cheap attracts everyone, including the wrong people. High-integrity pricing filters for commitment. Committed buyers follow instructions. They show up. They implement. That lowers churn and support cost. It's not about exclusion. It's about alignment. Third, price funds consistency. Better pricing pays for training, pays for SOPs, pays for follow-up, pays for measurement. Underpricing starves systems. Systems starve results. The loop collapses. Price stabilizes the loop. Now the execution plan. Define the core outcome. Write one sentence that states the transformation, not features, not deliverables, outcome. Example: reduce acquisition cost by 25% in 90 days. Everything in the offer points back to this line. Build a two-tier offer. One entry, one premium. Clear differences, clear scope, clear timeline. Options create control. Control reduces friction. That's the key. Raise price intentionally. Test in 10 to 20% increments. Do not guess. Run a 30-day test. Track conversion, churn, and lifetime value. Data decides, not feelings. Upgrade onboarding. Higher price demands better first experience. Create a welcome sequence, a kickoff call, a success checklist. Make the path visible. Confusion kills value perception. Script the price delivery. Never mumble the number. Say it clearly. Pause. Anchor with value. Example: that program is $2,500. It replaces X and saves Y within 3 months. Pause. Let silence work. Train objection handling. Expect resistance. Prepare responses. Example: it's expensive. Reply: compared to what it replaces, it's smaller. Compared to staying the same, it's cheap. Calm, direct. Measure what matters. Track close rate. Track churn. Track expansion revenue. Price changes affect the system. Watch the system. Here's a discipline most skip. Stop discounting to close faster. Discounts train buyers to wait. They erode trust. They break consistency. If you must discount, exchange it for a concession. Longer contract, case study, upfront payment. Never free, always a trade. Common mistakes to eliminate now. Apologizing before stating the price. Cut it. Explaining the price too early. Frame value first. Dropping the price when silence appears. Follow up instead. Adding features to justify low pricing. Remove features, increase clarity. Language matters. Replace "I know it's a lot" with "this is the investment." Replace "hopefully" with "here's what happens next." Your words either strengthen or weaken the price anchor. Let's talk psychology. People associate price with seriousness. High price triggers attention. Low price triggers dismissal. If you want clients to take the work seriously, price it seriously. It's not about arrogance. It's about signaling standards. You have a choice about courage. Courage is not loud. Courage is calm. Courage states the price and waits. Courage trusts the process. That's the key. Repetition matters. Run price tests regularly, quarterly. Test bundles. Test payment plans. Test framing. Consistency in testing creates predictable improvement. Random pricing creates chaos. Say the reinforcement again. Price first, deliver better, repeat. Say it again. Price first, deliver better, repeat. One more time. Price first, deliver better, repeat. Final actions. Implement this week. Write your one-sentence outcome. Build 2 tiers with clear differences. Raise the entry price by a controlled amount. Upgrade onboarding to match. Script and practice the price conversation. Track results weekly for 30 days. Concluding thought. Pricing is leadership. It forces clarity. It funds systems. It stabilizes growth. Low prices hide problems. Strong prices expose them, and exposure creates improvement. You have a choice. Lead with price. You aligned value with confidence. You strengthened the system. Now let's talk about the numbers that quietly decide everything.
Chapter 4. Track the small metrics. Listen carefully. Revenue lies. Revenue shows up late. Revenue is the receipt, not the behavior. You have a choice. Chase outcomes you can't control, or control the inputs that create them. That's the key. Here's the truth most people refuse to accept. Revenue is lagging. Inputs are leading. What you do today shows up in sales weeks from now. If revenue is down, it's not a mystery. It's a math problem. And math problems have inputs. Say this out loud and lock it in. Measure the inputs, not the feelings. Most businesses measure vanity, likes, impressions, total revenue at the end of the month. Those numbers feel good or feel bad, but they don't tell you what to fix. Feelings don't fix pipelines. Behavior does. It's not about motivation. It's about measurement. You don't need their permission to track what matters. You don't need permission to ignore opinions. You don't need permission to run your business like a system. You have a choice. Here's how winning operators think. They break revenue into controllable actions. Calls made, emails sent, demos booked, proposals delivered, follow-ups completed. These are levers. Pull the lever, watch the result. No drama, no stories. Set the core truth now. Measure the inputs, not the feelings. Real example. A sales team was frustrated. Revenue felt stuck. Morale was low. Leadership stopped looking at monthly revenue and started tracking one ratio weekly. Contact to demo. That's it. They noticed a drop-off at the demo stage. They tweaked one part of the demo script, clarified the opening problem statement. Pipeline velocity jumped 30%. Same team, same market, different measurement. Measure the inputs, not the feelings. Repeat it again. This is how clarity works. Revenue equals contacts times conversion times frequency times price. You already handled price. Now you control the rest by tracking the smallest actions. Let's break the inputs down. First, contacts made. This is activity. Calls, emails, messages. If contacts are low, nothing else matters. You don't fix conversion before volume. You have a choice. Avoid outreach or schedule it. Second, conversations started. Replies, booked calls. This tells you if your messaging works. Low replies mean the message is weak, not the market. Fix the message. Third, demos or meetings held. This shows commitment. If demos are booked but not attended, your qualification is broken. Tighten criteria. Fourth, proposals sent. If demos happen but proposals don't, your offer is unclear. Fix the frame. Fifth, follow-ups completed. If proposals go quiet, your cadence is broken. You already learned this. Follow up. Each input is a checkpoint. Each checkpoint has a fix. Now the execution plan. Choose 5 input metrics, no more. Example, contacts made per day, replies per week, demos booked per week, proposals sent per week, follow-ups completed per week. Track them daily or weekly, never monthly. Monthly is too slow. Weekly creates correction. Daily builds awareness. Build a simple scoreboard. 1 page, 1 table. Everyone sees it. Visibility creates behavior. Behavior creates results. Set minimum standards, not goals. Standards. Example, 20 contacts per day. Standards remove debate. You don't argue with standards, you execute them.
Review weekly. Ask one question only. Which input dropped? Fix that input first. That's the key. Here's where most fail. They use metrics to judge people. Wrong. Metrics are diagnostic tools. They reveal system weakness, not personal worth. Remove emotion. Remove blame. Focus on the lever. Say it again. Measure the inputs, not the feelings. Let's talk about common illusions. Illusion 1. The market is slow. Markets fluctuate. Inputs are controllable. Increase contacts. Improve message. Test again. Illusion 2. The leads are bad. Bad leads still reveal patterns. Track where drop-offs occur. Fix qualification. Illusion 3. The team lacks motivation. Motivation follows clarity. When people know exactly what to do daily, motivation becomes irrelevant. Discipline replaces it. It's not about hustle. It's about precision. It's not about pressure. It's about feedback. It's not about optimism. It's about data. You have a choice about honesty. Numbers don't lie. Stories do. Feelings do. Excuses do. Choose numbers. Advanced discipline. Ratio tracking. Track these ratios weekly. Contact to reply. Reply to demo. Demo to proposal. Proposal to close. You don't fix everything at once. You fix the weakest ratio. One tweak, one test, 1 week. That's how systems evolve. Remember the example. One tweak to a demo script moved pipeline velocity 30%. Small input, massive output. That's leverage. Now, behavior instructions. Every morning, review yesterday's inputs. Did you hit the standard? If no, fix it today. No guilt, no story. Fix it. Every Friday, review weekly ratios. Choose one improvement for next week. Script change, message tweak, qualification question, then execute. Every month, review trends. Inputs up, revenue will follow. Inputs down, revenue decline is already scheduled. That's the key. Stop celebrating outcomes you didn't control. Celebrate behaviors you did. Celebrate consistency. Celebrate adherence to standards. This is how professionals think. You don't need permission to ignore vanity metrics. You don't need permission to stop chasing likes. You don't need permission to run a scoreboard-driven operation. Say it again. Measure the inputs, not the feelings. Final actions. Do this now. Write your 5 input metrics. Set minimum daily or weekly standards. Build a visible scoreboard. Review weekly without emotion. Fix one lever at a time. Concluding thought. Revenue is the echo of yesterday's actions. Inputs are today's responsibility. Track the small metrics and the big numbers take care of themselves. You have a choice. Choose discipline over drama. You've learned to see the levers. Now it's time to control time itself. Chapter 5. Batch and Ship. Consistency does not come from motivation. It comes from systems. It comes from structure. It comes from deciding in advance how work will get done. You have a choice. Wait to feel inspired or build a machine that produces on schedule. That's the key. Most people treat creation like art. They wait for energy. They wait for mood. They wait for clarity. That waiting kills output. Output is the only thing that compounds. It's not about creativity, it's about cadence. It's not about passion, it's about discipline. Say it now and lock it in. Batch, ship, repeat. Here's the reality. Context switching destroys consistency. Every time you start and stop, you burn energy. Every time you decide what to do next, you leak focus. Batching removes decision fatigue. Shipping removes hesitation. Together, they create momentum. You don't need their permission to work ahead. You don't need their permission to schedule releases. You don't need their permission to stop waiting for perfect. You have a choice. Real example. A creator stopped posting sporadically and built a batching system. One day, 4 videos, scripted, recorded, edited in sequence, scheduled across weeks. The result? Audience engagement doubled, reach stabilized, growth became predictable. Not because the content magically improved, because consistency arrived. Batch, ship, repeat. Say it again. Batching is the act of grouping similar tasks together. Shipping is the act of releasing on schedule, regardless of mood. Together, they remove friction. Let's break this down. First, batching protects energy. Writing, recording, and editing each require different mental modes. Switching between them drains you. When you batch, you stay in one mode longer. Efficiency rises, output multiplies. Second, batching creates inventory. Inventory is freedom. Inventory means missed days don't break consistency. Inventory means emergencies don't kill momentum. Professionals build inventory. Amateurs rely on urgency. Third, shipping builds trust. Audiences trust predictability. Markets reward liability. Teams follow schedules. Shipping on time, every time, compounds credibility. That's the key. Now the execution plan. Choose a production block. 1 day or 2 half-days per week. Protected. No meetings, no interruptions. This is sacred. Define batch size. Example, 4 videos, 10 posts, 5 proposals, 12 designs. Fixed output, clear end. Separate stages. Do not write and edit at the same time. Write everything first, then record everything, then edit everything. Single mode focus wins. Create templates, openers, closers, structures. Templates remove friction. Friction kills consistency. Schedule releases in advance. Use tools, calendars, automation. Remove daily decision-making. Track shipping cadence, not ideas, not drafts. Shipping. Did it go out on time? Yes or no? Review weekly. If shipping slipped, find the bottleneck. Fix the system, not the mood. Say the phrase again. Batch, ship, repeat. Common mistakes to eliminate. Waiting for inspiration. Inspiration follows action. Over-editing. Perfection delays shipping. Producing daily without inventory. Burnout is not a badge. Mixing creation with distribution. Separate them. It's not about talent, it's about throughput. It's not about brilliance, it's about volume with standards. It's not about motivation, it's about momentum. You have a choice about fear. Fear says, what if it's not good enough? Discipline says, ship and improve. Improvement requires output. Output requires shipping. Let's talk numbers. If you produce 1 piece per week when inspired, that's 12 per quarter. If you batch 4 in a day once a month, that's 12 per quarter with less stress and more consistency. Same output, less friction, more reliability. That's leverage. Now, advanced discipline. Create a shipping deadline rule. Once scheduled, content ships no matter what. No last-minute edits, no delays. Deadlines create clarity. Clarity creates speed. Create a 1 tweak per batch rule. Improve 1 element each batch cycle. Hook, CTA, visual. 1 thing. Compounding improvement beats random change. Create a done is better than perfect filter. Ask, does this meet the standard? If yes, ship. If not, fix quickly. Do not linger. You don't need permission to be consistent. You don't need permission to be ahead. You don't need permission to operate like a professional. Say it again. Batch, ship, repeat. Final actions. Implement this week. Block one batching day on your calendar. Define your batch size. Create one template. Produce in single mode blocks. Schedule releases 2 weeks in advance. Track shipping consistency. Concluding thought. Consistency is not an accident. It is designed. Batching designs output. Shipping delivers trust. Repeatable systems feed inspiration every time. You have a choice. Build the machine. You've learned to control output. Now, let's eliminate the tasks that steal time and energy.
Chapter 6. Automate the mundane. Listen, human energy is expensive. Attention is limited. Focus is fragile. You have a choice. Spend that energy on repetitive tasks or protect it for the work that actually produces revenue. That's the key. Automation is not about replacing people. It's about removing friction. It's about clearing noise. It's about preserving human energy for selling, thinking, and decision-making. It's not about laziness. It's about leverage. Say this and lock it in. Automate the boring, amplify the human. Most teams waste their best hours on low-leverage work, sending the same emails, chasing invoices, manually onboarding clients, updating spreadsheets. None of this grows revenue. It drains momentum. It steals consistency. You don't need their permission to stop doing busy work. You have a choice. Here's the truth. If a task repeats, it should be automated. If it follows a rule, it should be automated. If it doesn't require judgment, it should be automated. Judgment is human. Repetition is machine work. Confuse the two and burnout follows. Real example. A business automated onboarding emails and billing reminders. No more manual follow-ups. No more forgotten invoices. Manual labor dropped by 60%. Missed payments dropped. Cash flow stabilized. The team redirected energy to sales and service. Results improved without hiring. Automate the boring, amplify the human. Say it again. Automation protects consistency. Humans fluctuate. Systems do not. Systems run on schedule. Systems don't forget. Systems don't get tired. That's why they matter. Let's break this down into behavior. First, identify the mundane. List every task done more than once per week. Emails, scheduling, invoicing, reminders, reporting. If it repeats, it's a candidate. You have a choice. Keep doing it manually or design it once. Second, standardize before automating. Automation magnifies whatever exists. If the process is messy, automation spreads the mess faster. Clean it first. Write the steps, then automate. That's the key. Third, automate to free time, not to fill it. Automation is not an excuse to add more work. It's a tool to reclaim focus. The reclaimed time must be reassigned intentionally to high-leverage activities. Sales calls, demos, strategy, improvement. Say the phrase again. Automate the boring, amplify the human. Now the execution plan. Create a repeat list. Write down every recurring task, weekly and monthly. No filtering, just list. Rank by time drain. Which tasks steal the most minutes? Start there. Not with fancy tools, with the biggest leak. Document the process, step by step. Who triggers it? What happens? When it ends? Keep it simple. Choose simple tools. Email automation, CRM workflows, calendar scheduling, payment reminders. Start small. Complexity kills adoption. Test internally. Run the automation for 1 week. Watch for errors. Fix once, then trust it. Assign ownership.
One person owns each automation. Systems without owners decay. Reallocate time deliberately. Schedule selling time with the hours you just freed. If you don't, the time disappears. Common automations that pay immediately. Onboarding sequences, welcome emails, setup instructions, expectations, reduce confusion. Billing reminders, due dates, failed payment alerts, cash flow stabilizers. Meeting scheduling, eliminate back and forth emails. Follow-up nudges, timed reminders ensure consistency. Internal reporting, auto-generated dashboards save hours. Mistakes to avoid. Automating chaos, affects the process first. Over-automating communication, keep critical touchpoints human. Ignoring maintenance, review systems quarterly. Hoarding freed time, reinvested in revenue. It's not about removing people, it's about removing waste. It's not about speed alone, it's about reliability. It's not about tech, it's about discipline. You have a choice about control. Manual work feels controlled because you touch it. Automation feels risky because you let go. Letting go is leadership. That's the key. Let's talk psychology. When people do boring work, morale drops. When people do meaningful work, performance rises. Automation elevates morale by removing monotony. Elevated morale sustains consistency. Say it again. Automate the boring, amplify the human. Now, advanced discipline. Create an automation review ritual. Once per quarter, ask, what new task repeats? What process breaks often? What manual step causes delay? Fix one automation per quarter. Small improvements compound. Create a human-only list. Write down tasks that must remain human. Closing calls, strategy decisions, relationship management. Protect these. Schedule them. They are your highest leverage. Create a failure alert. Systems should notify humans when something breaks. Automation doesn't remove oversight, it refines it. You don't need permission to streamline. You don't need permission to protect energy. You don't need permission to operate efficiently. Say it again. Automate the boring, amplify the human. Final actions. Implement this week. List all recurring tasks. Choose one to automate. Document the steps. Build the automation. Assign ownership. Reassign the freed time to sales. Concluding thought. Consistency requires energy. Energy must be protected. Automation is how professionals protect it. Remove the mundane. Amplify what humans do best. You have a choice. Choose leverage. You've removed friction. Now it's time to protect the time that actually makes money.
Chapter 7. Protect the sales ritual. Revenue is not built randomly. It is built in time blocks. Protected time, repeated time, sacred time. You have a choice. Let chaos dictate your day, or decide in advance when revenue gets created. That's the key. Rituals are not habits. Habits are optional. Rituals are non-negotiable. A ritual happens regardless of mood, weather, motivation, or excuses. When everything breaks, rituals survive. That's why they matter. Say this and lock it in. Rituals build revenue. Protect it. Most businesses say sales are important. Very few treat sales time as sacred. Sales gets pushed, meetings creep in, admin steals hours, firefighting fills the calendar, revenue suffers quietly, then confusion follows. There is no mystery here. What you don't protect, you lose. You don't need their permission to block your calendar. You don't need permission to say no. You don't need permission to protect the hour that feeds everything else. You have a choice. Here's the truth. If sales
Structure requires boundaries. Real example, a founder created a power sales hour every morning. Same time, same focus. No meetings, no Slack, no distractions. Outreach, follow-ups, demos, every day. The result? 5 more demos per week. Pipeline stabilized. The ritual became non-negotiable across the team. Revenue stopped being reactive and started being predictable. Rituals build revenue, protect them. Say it again. Rituals eliminate decision-making. You don't ask, should I sell today? The calendar answers for you. Rituals remove excuses. Rituals turn intention into execution. Let's break this down. First, rituals create momentum. Small daily actions beat occasional big pushes. A protected hour compounds faster than a frantic week at month end. Second, rituals survive chaos. Emergencies come and go. Rituals stay. That's why they're powerful. They anchor the business during volatility. Third, rituals send signals to your team, to your brain, to your market. They say revenue is a priority here. That's the key. Now the execution plan. Choose the revenue ritual. One block, one focus. Example, daily sales hour, weekly pipeline review, Friday follow-up sprint. Keep it simple. Fix the time. Same days, no floating. Floating creates negotiation. Negotiation kills consistency. Define the rules. What happens during the ritual? What does not happen? Phones off. No email. No meetings. Pure sales activity. Name it. Naming creates identity. Power sales hour. Pipeline block. Revenue ritual. Names make it real. Make it visible. Put it on the shared calendar. Visibility creates accountability. Protect it aggressively. Decline meetings. Push back politely. Reschedule everything else. Revenue funds the rest. Review weekly. Ask one question. Did the ritual happen? Yes or no? No excuses. Say the phrase again. Rituals build revenue. Protect them. Common mistakes to eliminate. Treating sales as flexible work. Letting internal meetings invade revenue time. Multitasking during the ritual. Skipping the ritual after a good week. It's not about volume, it's about reliability. It's not about intensity, it's about cadence. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. You have a choice about boundaries. Weak boundaries create weak revenue. Strong boundaries create predictable results. That's the key. Let's talk behavior inside the ritual. During the ritual, do only revenue-driving actions. Outreach, follow-ups, demos, proposal sends, pipeline review. No strategy, no admin, no planning, execution only. Use a checklist. Checklists prevent drift. Drift kills rituals. Advanced discipline. Create a missed ritual penalty. If the ritual is skipped, it must be made up within 24 hours, no exceptions. Rituals without consequences decay. Create a ritual scoreboard. Track how many rituals happened this week. Celebrate consistency, not outcomes. Create a ritual expansion. Only add new rituals after the first is unbreakable. Too many rituals dilute focus. You don't need permission to say no. You don't need permission to protect your calendar. You don't need permission to act like revenue matters. Say it again. Rituals build revenue. Protect them. Final actions. Implement today. Choose one revenue ritual. Fix the time and days. Name it. Block the calendar. Define rules. Run it for 30 days without exception. Concluding thought. Revenue does not respect good intentions. It rewards protected execution. Rituals turn chaos into consistency. You have a choice. Protect the hour that moves revenue. You've protected the time. Now let's talk about the voice that tells you what to fix next.
Chapter 8. Make feedback your fuel. Most people avoid feedback. They say they want it, they claim they're open to it, but when it shows up, they flinch. That's not strategy, that's ego protection. Here's the truth. Feedback is not criticism. Feedback is direction. And if growth is the goal, then feedback is fuel. You have a choice. Run from it or use it. That's the key. Revenue plateaus when feedback loops are weak. Churn rises when feedback is ignored. Momentum dies when opinions are replaced with assumptions. It's not about how smart you are. It's about how fast you listen. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. Most businesses guess. They brainstorm in isolation. They argue internally. They polish decks instead of products. Meanwhile, customers are telling them exactly what to fix. Not subtly, not indirectly, directly. But only if you ask, and only if you're disciplined enough to hear the answer without defending yourself. You don't need their permission. You need their perspective. That's the key. Feedback is a system, not a vibe. It is not a quarterly survey you skim once. It is not a random testimonial you screenshot and forget. Feedback is an operating rhythm. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. The fastest growing companies don't have the best ideas. They have the shortest distance between signal and action. If a customer says, "This part is confusing," they don't argue, they don't explain, they don't justify, they fix it. Because it's not about being right, it's about being effective. You have a choice. Protect your ego or protect your future. Now let's get practical. Feedback must be specific. Love it is useless. Not sure is noise. You're looking for friction, confusion, delay, drop-off. Where do people hesitate? Where do they ask the same question twice? Where do they disappear? That's where the money is leaking. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. A product team once interviewed just 5 customers, not 50, not 500, 5. They asked one question: what almost stopped you from buying? The answers were uncomfortable. Onboarding felt unclear. One feature wasn't explained. Pricing felt risky without proof. They didn't rebuild everything. They didn't panic. They tweaked one flow, clarified one step, added one reassurance. Churn dropped by 12%. An upsell path unlocked itself. No new ads, no new hires, no new hustle. Just feedback applied with discipline. That's the power. Most teams overbuild and underlisten. They ship complexity instead of clarity. They chase innovation instead of removing friction. That's backwards. You don't need more features. You need fewer complaints. You don't need louder marketing. You need clearer delivery. That's the key. Feedback must be fast. If it takes months to act, it's dead. The signal decays. The context is gone. Set a cadence. Weekly customer touchpoints. Bi-weekly review sessions. Monthly iteration cycles. Non-negotiable. Ritualized. Because consistency beats intensity every time. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. And here's the hard part. You must separate feedback from identity. Someone criticizing your product is not criticizing you. Someone pointing out a flaw is not attacking your intelligence. It's not about you. It's about the system. That's the key. Leaders who scale learn this early. Founders who stall never do. They take everything personally. They defend instead of diagnose. They explain instead of improve. You have a choice. Be coachable or be fragile. Feedback also needs filtering. Not all input is equal. You don't obey every suggestion. You look for patterns. One person complaining is an opinion. 5 people pointing to the same issue is a signal. Your job is not to please everyone. Your job is to remove friction for the right people. That's discipline. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. Build a simple loop. Collect feedback deliberately. Review it consistently. Act on it visibly. Tell customers what changed. Show them they were heard. That creates loyalty. That creates trust. That turns users into advocates.
support what they help shape. You don't need their permission, but you do need their insight. That's the key. Feedback is also internal. Your team knows where things break. Sales hears objections first. Support hears confusion first. Ops sees delays first. If leadership isn't listening, silence spreads, and silence kills momentum. Create channels, protect honesty, reward truth, not comfort. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. This is how consistency compounds. Every loop tightens the machine. Every fix reduces drag. Every iteration sharpens the offer. Small improvements repeated relentlessly. That's how average products become category leaders, not with genius, with humility and speed. You have a choice: guess loudly or listen quietly and move precisely. Feedback is fuel, but only if you burn it. Store it too long and it goes stale. Ignore it and you stall. That's the key. End this chapter with clarity. If you want predictable growth, you need predictable loops. If you want better results, you need better listening. If you want consistency, you need systems that turn feedback into action. Listen, fix, ship, repeat. You learned how to listen. Now it's time to decide what deserves your focus, because not all effort is equal. You fueled the engine. Next, you'll learn where to aim it.
Chapter 9. Double down on winners. Repetition alone does not create growth. You have a choice. Repeat everything blindly, or repeat what works and scale it progressively. That's the key. Most people mistake motion for progress. They do everything. They copy every tactic. They scatter resources. They hope something sticks. That hope is expensive. Hope doesn't compound. Discipline does. Say it now. Find the winner. Pour resources. Scale. Consistency without direction is wasted energy. Repetition without intelligence is a trap. The market doesn't reward effort. It rewards results. And results come from amplification. You don't need their permission to cut what fails. You don't need their permission to ignore the noise. You don't need their permission to focus on the high leverage actions. You have a choice. Here's the truth. Winners multiply. Losers drag you down. Systems don't improve by running every tactic equally. They improve by pruning the weak and doubling down on the strong. Real example. A retailer tested multiple ad creatives and landing pages. Some performed, some didn't. Instead of scaling everything, they identified the top performing funnel. They doubled ad spend there, ignored the rest. Net profits increased dramatically, not by doing more, but by doing more of the right thing. Find the winner, pour resources, scale. Say it again. Let's break this down into behavior. First, track everything. Performance data is your map. Ads, funnels, emails, calls, measure them. Numbers tell the truth. Opinions lie. Second, identify patterns. One tactic produces 80% of results. Focus there. The 80-20 rule is not optional. Ignore it at your peril. Third, prune ruthlessly. Stop pouring energy into losing tactics. Stop tolerating mediocrity. Stop believing in hope. Reallocate. Fourth, scale deliberately. Once you find the winner, pour resources, money, time, people, attention. Pour deliberately. Monitor closely. Scale is iterative. Adjust and improve while expanding. Document everything. Systems that win once can win repeatedly if recorded. Say the phrase one last time. Find the winner. Pour resources. Scale. Advanced discipline. Test continuously. Winners eventually plateau. Identify the next winner before the first fades. Use ratios, not raw totals. ROI beats vanity metrics. Combined feedback loops. Customer input plus metrics equals more reliable winners. Remember, the cost of inaction is silent. Every failed tactic kept alive drains energy, attention, and revenue. Every winner ignored is missed opportunity. Discipline multiplies returns. Hope multiplies frustration. You don't need permission to cut.
You don't need permission to scale. You don't need permission to focus. Say it again. Find the winner. Or resources. Scale. Final actions. Implement today. Identify one winning tactic. Double down on it immediately. Remove all low performers. Allocate your best resources to the winner. Track performance daily for scaling opportunities. Concluding thought. Growth compounds when focus meets consistency. Repetition alone is meaningless. Scaling winners is the engine. Pruning losers is the fuel. You have a choice. Focus on what works. Ignore everything else. You've learned to identify winners. Now it's time to preserve the ultimate advantage, your attention and energy. Chapter 10. Force consistency, accountability. Discipline fails in private. Habits collapse when no one is watching. You have a choice. Keep your progress hidden and hope you stay consistent, or force accountability and ensure results. That's the key. Accountability is the silent multiplier. It turns intention into action. It turns "I'll try" into "I did." It turns empty promises into measurable progress. Without it, consistency is optional. With it, consistency becomes inevitable. Say this and lock it in. Commit publicly, execute privately, report loudly. Most people fail because they try to hold themselves accountable alone. They track metrics quietly. They whisper goals to themselves. They hope no one notices if they skip a day. That hope is deadly. Motivation dies. Discipline falters. Results disappear. You don't need permission to create accountability. You don't need approval to report your metrics. You don't need validation to demand standards from yourself. You have a choice. Here's the truth. Habits thrive under observation. Pressure creates focus. Visibility drives action. Metrics become more than numbers. They become commitments. Rituals become sacred because others see them. Commitments transform from words into obligations. That's the key. Real example. Two co-founders created a weekly public scoreboard. Every task, every call, every deal, visible to the team. No hiding, no excuses. Results? Improvement became consistent. Habits that once wavered stabilized. Accountability reduced excuses. Everyone moved faster. Commit publicly, execute privately, report loudly. Say it again. Let's break it down. First, metrics. Numbers don't lie. Share them. Make them visible. Track daily, weekly, monthly. Highlight wins. Expose gaps. Visibility drives action. Second, rituals. Schedule them publicly. Power Sales Hour or Feedback Fridays become sacred because others see it. Rituals survive chaos when observed. Third, commitments. Make them public. Declare deadlines. Announce responsibilities. Promises become contracts, and humans hate breaking contracts. Fourth, reporting. Report loudly. Share your progress. Celebrate completion. Expose gaps. Peer pressure is leverage. It's not manipulation. It's a system. You don't need permission to leverage human psychology. You don't need permission to design social accountability. You have a choice. Say the reinforcement phrase. Commit publicly, execute privately, report loudly. Now, the execution plan. Choose key metrics. What actually moves the needle? Revenue, calls, demos, proposals, conversions. Track them. Make them visible. Scoreboards, dashboards, team meetings, weekly emails. Visibility drives pressure. Establish rituals that tie to accountability. Daily stand-ups, weekly progress sessions, monthly reviews. Declare commitments. Set deadlines. Announce them to your team, partner, or peer group. Execute privately with discipline. Focus during the ritual. Do the work. Avoid excuses. Report loudly. Share results. Own the wins. Own the gaps. Visibility sustains performance.